The teeth of a lion that is never brushed, not even once. How many cavities do you think it has? 0. Researchers examined over 3,000 mammal skulls, one by one. Lions, wolves, pumas, lynxes. Among the carnivores, not a single cavity was found. Meanwhile, adults who brush every day, use toothpaste, and even go to the dentist have a cavity prevalence rate of 89.1%. Doesn't something seem off? The side holding the toothbrush is losing. But there was one exception. Just one species, the bear, had rotten teeth. And this bear is the key to today's story. The moment you understand why the bear's teeth decayed, you'll understand the real reason yours do too. Let's begin. First, let's break a misconception. We naturally assume that predators don't get cavities because their teeth are strong, and humans get them because our teeth are weak. No, completely wrong. The outer layer of a human tooth is called enamel. It is the hardest tissue in the human body, harder than bone. Let me show you just how hard. Do you know which animal has the strongest bite force on Earth? The saltwater crocodile. A research team led by Erickson at Florida State University actually ran the experiment. They placed measuring devices in the mouths of 83 adult crocodilians across 23 species and measured each bite. You know how the dentist says, "Bite down for me"? They had crocodiles do that. How exactly? I honestly don't know. In any case, the results came in at over 16,000 newtons. Converted to weight, that's 1.6 tons. Imagine a heavy sedan resting on a single tooth. Now, here's the important part. Even with a 1.6 ton bite, a saltwater crocodile cannot crush a human molar. The pressure our enamel can withstand is far above that. Isn't that remarkable? The same goes for Tyrannosaurus rex. If it bit a person, that would obviously be a disaster. I don't even want to imagine it. But place a single human tooth in front of it and ask it to crush it, and it can't. And we have 32 of those in our mouths. Suddenly it feels like humans are the apex predators here. So, teeth don't physically break, but they have exactly one weakness: acid. Enamel is incredibly hard, yet it dissolves helplessly in acid. So, to be precise, cavities aren't teeth being broken, they're teeth being melted. Remember just this one thing, and you've already understood half of today's video. Do you remember those children's books? The ones with black germs holding forks and pickaxes digging into teeth, calling it a 5-star restaurant, gobbling up your teeth and leaving black holes behind. I'm sorry to say, that picture is wrong. Bacteria have zero interest in your teeth. They don't gnaw on them. They don't attack them. So what do they do? What the bacteria in your mouth do is simple. They eat and they go to the bathroom. And the absolute favorite food of oral bacteria? Carbohydrates. When bacteria digest the carbohydrates in your mouth, they excrete a metabolic byproduct. It's called acid. And that acid melts your enamel. To sum it up, bacteria eat carbs. Bacteria release acid. Acid melts teeth. A cavity isn't a physical assault by an enemy, it's collateral damage from a biochemical operation. Your teeth dissolve in the waste they leave behind, and the bacteria plead, "I never meant to hurt you. I'm innocent." The fact that your teeth were never even the target makes it all the more absurd. And here's the crucial point. Look at that formula again. Remove the carbohydrates and cavities simply don't happen. No matter how many bacteria there are, if there's nothing to eat, they can't make acid. Now, let's talk about the lion's teeth.
What does a lion eat all day? Meat, protein, and fat. There are almost no carbohydrates in that. No sugar, no starch, and no rice or bread on the side. So bacteria don't bother going into a lion's mouth. There's nothing to eat. It's not just a bad restaurant. It's a restaurant that only cooks with ingredients they hate, so they don't go. No ingredients for acid means no acid, and no acid means no melting teeth. That's why out of more than 3,000 mammal specimens, not a single cavity showed up in the carnivores. So let's restate it. It's not that the lion's teeth were especially strong. It's that the lion never fed the bacteria, so its teeth couldn't rot. It's not that lions don't need to brush. It's that they never had a reason to. Then what about the bear? As I said at the start, it was the exception. Bears belong to the carnivore lineage, but in reality, they're omnivores. And when autumn comes, they eat berries like mad. They need to pack on fat before hibernation, so they load up on as much sugar as they can. They got their cozy blanket of winter fat, but they got cavities along with it. Because sugar, the carbohydrate that bacteria love most, had entered their mouths. And this isn't just a modern phenomenon. In 2017, in the Canadian high Arctic on Ellesmere Island, a very old bear fossil was found. It was about 3.4 million years old. Researchers looked at its teeth, and there they were, cavities. Based on plant fossils found in the same area, the team concluded this bear had also been feasting on autumn berries. It's all the same. Even 3.4 million years ago, the ones who ate sweets got rotten teeth.
And here comes the first conclusion of this video. Cavities were never about carnivore versus herbivore. It was always about whether you ate sugar or not. Lion, bear, or human, the rule is the same. Eat sweets and your teeth rot. Don't, and they won't. Now let's talk about us. There are sites where large numbers of ancient human remains have been excavated. Studies have examined how many cavities those people had. Before the dawn of agriculture, the human cavity rate was under 5% of all teeth. No toothbrushes, no toothpaste, no dentists back then. Do you know the current cavity prevalence rate among adults? 89.1% of all teeth. Try to find someone around you who has never had a single cavity. You almost can't. Unlike the ancients, we have toothbrushes, toothpaste, and even dentists. So when did this happen? The cavity rate graph shows two massive spikes, and two events drove them. The first was agriculture. When we started eating grain, carbohydrates entered our diet. The line jumps up once, right there. The second was the sugar revolution of the 17th and 18th centuries. When we began mass extracting sugar from sugarcane, cavities exploded. And something interesting happened at this point. The sugar revolution gave birth to the profession of dentistry. Humanity started mass-producing sugar, and a profession to fix the resulting teeth followed right behind. Dentists should hate sugar for causing cavities, but without sugar, they wouldn't have jobs. What an irony. So let's put it this way. Human teeth are not under-evolved. Our teeth are still running on hunter-gatherer specifications. By that era's standards, they perform brilliantly. The problem is that we changed our diet far too fast. We sprinted ahead without giving evolution time to catch up. Our bodies are still in the Stone Age, but our diet is in the 21st century.
Now, here's the second twist. Hearing all this, you might start envying predators. No brushing, no cavities. But there's no need, because honestly, the state of wild carnivores' teeth is devastating. Unlike us, they have to chew bone with those teeth. They tear prey apart whole, crush bones, rip through hide. What happens to teeth in that process? There's only one answer. They break. In wild tiger skulls, the rate of broken teeth is 36%. In wild lions, 24%. There's also a study from Zambia that examined the skulls of 118 lions, 45 leopards, and spotted hyenas. And the number one predator for tooth wear and fracture was the spotted hyena, because they chew bones the hardest. And there are no dentists in the wild. When a tooth breaks, bacteria enter through the break, inflammation sets in, and infection spreads. Many of them die from it. But there's an even bigger threat. Lose your teeth and you can't hunt. Can't hunt and you starve to death. In the wild, teeth aren't just a body part, they're a means of survival. So predators don't die of cavities, but they do die of broken teeth. And yet, there's one animal that solved this problem with a completely different approach. The crocodile. Crocodile teeth break too, of course. And then, they just grow back. A single tooth position gets replaced up to 50 times over a lifetime. Add up every tooth a crocodile uses in its life, and it's over 3,000. Beneath every tooth, the next one is waiting, like a conveyor belt. For a crocodile, a broken tooth isn't a serious accident. It's just, time for a replacement. Sharks do this too, so do snakes. And now you feel cheated, right? Why don't our teeth grow back? In fact, vertebrates originally regrew teeth continuously, but mammals deliberately gave up that ability. Why? We get exactly 2 sets in a lifetime. Baby teeth briefly, then permanent teeth for the long haul. The end. So why abandon such an ability? Mammals chose it in order to chew. The crocodile, whose teeth keep growing, doesn't chew. It bites, tears, and swallows whole. So it doesn't matter if its teeth come in crooked. But we chew. Our upper and lower molars have to mesh precisely to grind food. If teeth kept growing back, that precise alignment would collapse every single time. So mammals made a trade. We gained the ability to chew with precision, and in exchange, we gave up the ability to regrow teeth. The reason you can chew your food is precisely because once a tooth is gone, it's gone. One more thing. This is the most fascinating and chilling part. There's a study comparing the skulls of wild lions and tigers with those of zoo lions and tigers. Whose teeth were in better shape? The zoo predators had far worse tartar and gum disease. The ones living comfortably were more broken down. Here's why. Zoos usually feed ground meat. The nutrition is perfectly balanced. Nothing is missing, except one thing. There's nothing to chew. And when captive carnivores were given bones, nearly 90% of their tartar came off. So the wild predator's toothbrush, ironically, was bone, something tough and hard that scrapes the tooth surface as it's chewed. That was treating their teeth at every single meal. The moment you switch them to soft, easy food, those teeth don't break, but they deteriorate. Sound familiar? It's our story. Over the past 10,000 years, we have become exactly that.
zoo predators. We grind our grain, cook it, soften it, sweeten it. We walked ourselves into the zoo. Let's wrap up. Predators don't get cavities not because their teeth are stronger than ours, but because there was nothing for cavity-causing bacteria to eat, so the bacteria simply left. Bears ate berries and have had rotten teeth for 3.4 million years. Humans ate sugar and reached an 89% cavity rate. The same rule applies to every animal equally. So no, we are not evolution's failures. Our teeth are still magnificent. We carry 32 teeth that even a saltwater crocodile can't crush. We're simply eating food those teeth were never built to endure. Let me leave you with one last thing. In the wild, losing your teeth means starving to death. Lions, wolves, hyenas alike. But we don't die that way. And it's not because we're more evolved. Then why? Simple. Because we have dentists.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and hit like. This has been Battle Wild.